Today, you're going to hear from people who say they are desperate to find affordable housing in Chicago. So we're taking their concerns to local and federal officials to find out what's being done to address this problem. Randall Irvin says he applied for public housing and is still waiting 6 years later.
It's difficult, waiting all this time and finding out that you're still in the same situation.
Deborah Tips says she's been on the wait list for a housing voucher since 2014.
You have to make a decision. Do I buy food, pay light bill, or medicine?
And after watching her mother wait 25 years for a housing voucher, Tips says she can't help but lose hope.
I don't believe it's going to ever happen.
Both Chicago residents are among several people who contacted the I-Team about their need for housing. I took their concerns to the CEO of the Chicago Housing Authority, Tracy Scott, to get answers.
If you live in Chicago, it could take you years to get off this list. Do you understand folks' frustration?
There absolutely are more resources needed for affordable housing, and we feel that frustration, and we are doing everything we can to create more housing opportunities for families.
According to the Chicago Housing Authority's fiscal year 2023 report, more than 200,000 families are on CHA waiting lists. According to CHA, the wait for public housing is anywhere from 6 months to 25 years. Scott says one of the biggest challenges is lack of funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, also known as HUD. Without proper funding, she says cities like Chicago can't meet demand.
There is nationwide around an $80 billion backlog of repairs and capital dollars to make sure that the public housing that we have, we can continue to keep it up.
Another big area of concern, the Housing Choice Voucher Program, also known as Section 8. This program allows families to rent from private owners at a subsidized rate. Chicago's Section 8 wait list is currently closed. It was last opened in 2014 when 75,000 families were added to the list. Problem is, CHA only receives 47,000 vouchers total from HUD. A new voucher only becomes available when a family isn't using it anymore.
The reality is that there has not been a major increase in the number of vouchers that the Chicago Housing Authority has received for 30 years plus.
HUD tells the ABC7 I-Team that it has a severe shortage of affordable housing and that, quote, the wait list times at CHA reflect that there is a greater demand for low-income housing resources than there is supply. A trend, unfortunately, not unique to the city of Chicago. As for these Chicagoans, they say they hope to see real change to the public housing system, and soon.
They know the situation. People are still waiting and hurting.
We have programs that's designed to help you, and it seems like there's no help at all.
HUD tells the ABC7 I-Team that the Biden-Harris administration continues to push for additional resources for affordable housing.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.